Timer. No. Boom. You are
Yeah.
live. Yo, I don't like how low my collar is. Pull up. Pull up. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Yo, this CheZZa. And with me, I got
Hoodie Man. It's my new name.
Hoodie Man.
Great
And this
hoodie,
is
Jace.
Gray Hoodie Jace. My new name is Jogging Suit Fresh. Because
It's
that's
a
how I
battle
stay.
rap joke.
Jogging. Oh, I'm just saying.
Loaded Lux. When Loaded Lux puts on the gray hoodie, people get scared.
Gray Hoodie Lux. But yes, this is the casual fan. Neil is here. What up, Neil? So,
Neil, what's happening?
we're here to talk about wrestling this week in wrestling. We will start with AEW just because I even titled this episode "Two Belt Kenny." So AEW,
Yuck.
Kenny Omega
This really
has
is for you,
finagled
bro.
his way.
And you're
I say
welcome.
finagled. He's finagled his way to two belts. He now has the AEW Championship and the Impact Championship. How do you feel about this? Game changing?
Let me tell you something. I woke up this morning, right? I had 2 boiled eggs. I had some oatmeal. I washed up some dishes. I got my lunch ready for today. Put my headphones on. I was listening to some Tribe, some Midnight Marauders. At no point in any of that did AEW or any of that come to mind. Because I don't watch it.
You don't have to watch it. I'm just saying.
I don't.
To be
I
able
don't.
to own two belts from two different TV promotions. So he's actually on two different. He
I
probably
have
doesn't
2
get two
belts in my
different
closet.
checks. But
I
I'm
got
just
a
saying.
black one. I got a brown one. I got one for my work, for my uniform. So I got a few belts too. But nobody's checking for it. Just like nobody's checking for Kenny Omega. Like,
Damn, that's cold. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, the Impact belt. I'm like, on the grand scheme, what does that even mean? But I'm like, yo, Don Callis, #1 hustler. Like, what was that Dame Dash TV show he used to have? The Ultimate Hustler.
Ultimate Hustler.
Boom, Don Callis. Don Callis found a way to use the second biggest television promotion to promote his promotion for free. And all he had to do is give the belt to Kenny Omega. And just this move, I was looking at it, I'm like, it only makes sense. Like, I'm like, Kenny Omega loves getting belts. Like, Kenny Omega he cares not. Like, he's the guy who's held 2 belts between 2 different promotions. That's all he cares for. He doesn't care if AEW is going to lose money or if Impact is. All he cares about is the goal that he gained. You know
now,
what I
in
mean?
that sense, he's an independent contractor. Get what you can while you have as
That's
much
how I
TV
feel.
time. The goal is TV time. I think the goal has always been TV time. So
That's
sure,
the thing,
in that
like,
sense.
and he built up his name for that. Now, like, all those fans all love him. He's the guy who, like, but in the grand scheme, it's like, I thought about it. I'm like, oh, he's gonna leave AEW soon. Because if he's in love with gold that much, he's going to want the WWE belts. He's going to want to have one of those in his collection. You know what I mean? He's going to want to, because that's still the mainstay of wrestling.
I would love for him to go to WWE so Vince McMahon can turn him into the Red Rooster. So Vince McMahon can turn him into Flash Funk. And no disrespect to Too Cold Scorpio, because that was my shit, but you're gonna go to where you think is the biggest place, and you think it's a CM Punk move, it's a Daniel Bryan move, it's an AJ. Yo, Vince is gonna mess you up.
He's gonna get
bad.
I say he goes to WWE, he's going to get the NXT belt for sure. He's going to get that belt for sure, the NXT championship. But when he goes to the main roster, No.
You don't think that
Triple H
squash
won't
him?
squash him. No, Triple H
You
won't.
don't think
Who has
you don't
Triple H
think he would put?
squashed? Think about anybody that's come out, like any of the independent people. He still looks at AEW like an independent. So if Kenny Omega comes over there,
Well,
it's a win for him. Now you're talking about Vince. You don't think Vince will squash him? Main roster? I can see Vince going, yeah, you're done. Like, you're done.
I would. Okay. Here, I'll throw Kenny Olivier some props. I'll put it to you like this: if they put him on Heat, I'll watch Heat.
This guy. I wouldn't watch Heat. I wouldn't watch Heat.
I would watch Heat.
Okay, main event, not Heat. If they put him on main event, you watch main event?
I'll watch main event. I just wanted to double bury him by saying Heat.
But yeah, like Kenny Omega, nah, man. Like,
no, it's like
it's I guess like for the hardcore fan, it's a big thing, but I'm just like, it's like too. I don't know. I guess I'm like
spot for spot
WWE brainwashed, where it's like, if it's not WWE, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like,
they say that in battle rap. If it doesn't happen on URL, it didn't matter.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. That's how I feel. So it's like I don't know. It just feels low. It's like they boost it up so high, and I'm just like, it's not that big. It's not that serious.
They boost him up in like his skill set, like he's Cena. And Cena wasn't even Cena. Cena was Hogan at best. But you understand, like.
Go ahead. Because the Cena conversation, I finally figured out who Cody thinks he is for AEW.
5 moves of doom.
Cody believes he is the John Cena of AEW. I say this because, so if you know the backstory with John Cena and Arn Anderson, as soon as John Cena had to pick like a producer, it was always Arn Anderson. Everything he did was Arn Anderson. So anything you see John Cena, Arn Anderson had a hand in it. Okay. As soon as they got fired, what happens? Cody gets him and puts him as his coach. So boom. Then Cody wants to be the face of AEW, definitely. So he's doing everything. Like, he's the man who puts people over. Like Darby Allin doesn't get put over without Cody putting him over. Jericho doesn't get put over without Cody putting them over. You know what I mean? Like, Cody is the face of AEW. And then there was a tweet that was put out. And they were asking Cody. So Cody said something. They're like, oh, okay, so is that heel turn coming? And he was like, there's no way I can become a heel. He's like, I have such a connection with the audience. If I turn heel, I don't want to ruin that connection with the audience. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, yo, he thinks he's John Cena. Like, he thinks he's the John Cena of AEW. Like, oh, interesting. Well, even look at all his matches. Like, all his matches are like specific just for him, like his storylines. He doesn't like connect it with anything else.
Honestly, my favorite Cody Rhodes work has always been him as a heel. Dashing Cody Rhodes, when he had his face broken and didn't want people to look at him after. Stardust. I like Stardust. He went off the rails.
I had no problem with Stardust. Like, I get his whole gripe that like he didn't want to do that. That wasn't the shit he wanted to do. But at the same time, I had no problem with Stardust.
I get it, but he's one of those guys to me that like you have guys you could tell they're not into the character. I couldn't tell he wasn't into the character because he was really that good with it. So I like him as a heel, but I wouldn't even. Yeah, I get where the connection and wanting to be seen. I would look at him as a Flair.
Yeah, you know? In a way. It's when he goes over the suits and all that. Yeah,
he reminds me of Flair.
More. The blonde hair.
Like, he could have done a wicked stable that's like 4 Horsemen or Evolution. Beforehand,
they were talking like the stable was supposed to be. beforehand they were talking about the stable is supposed to be, I believe, Shawn Spears, Cody, and FTR, and that was supposed to be their four horsemen. That was supposed to be the four horsemen, but then now everything got changed up to, instead of Cody, it's MJF,
which works too.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I like
it wasn't
MJF.
like a bad switch.
I like
MJF
that.
pretty much. Well, it's better for him in that position than Cody. Like, Cody doesn't need it. MJF, it gives him another angle,
No, but
lets him be the actual leader of people. You know what I mean? So it gives him more talk, more way to get out there. So yeah, it's not bad.
And it builds him some good future rivals.
True.
When shit hits the fan, because it will.
Exactly. But in the end, I probably will never watch it. It's what
the only thing that'll get me to watch it is the Pinnacle. That's the only thing I'm
interesting, but I don't know.
There's a lot I'm interested in with it. Like,
they gotta have the right storyline, the right people they're going up against. Because I don't know, Inner Circle's not gonna do it for me.
Yeah, no. You know what the Inner Circle reminds me of? What's it called? Van Halen, like, yeah, in a sense, it's like they seem like past their prime rock stars that still think that.
Oh, that's cold.
Or David Lee Roth, like David Lee Roth still thinks he's the shit, right? But it's we like Van Halen. We like the Van Halen brothers. You kind of corny now. We like the brothers, but you kind of corny, man. But they still think they. That's what they're like.
So,
but I think
talking about not watching.
It's interesting. Before you get into it, I think it's interesting you were saying about Cody's supposed to be doing a stable with FTR and Shawn Spears.
Shawn Spears
in the Pinnacle. I'm wondering how invested AEW is in Shawn Spears.
Yeah, I think it was more of a FTR and MJF going, Shawn Spears is a part of this team, than AEW saying Shawn Spears should be a part of your team. You know what I mean? Like, they picked him, like, yeah, you're coming over here. And plus, they're all connected through the three horsemen that were all there, right?
Tully.
So the one had Tully, the other, Arn gave them the sign, like, all is good, but, and then also I forgot the other one, but yeah, they were all there. So outside of Ric Flair,
was it JJ Dillon?
Yeah. I don't think he's still on the show, but he was there for that one show when they actually like came together. But so AEW, remember, they just did the switch, right? So NXT is on Tuesdays, AEW is on Wednesdays. So AEW's first week without NXT, 1.2 million. Second week without NXT, 1.1 million. Now this is the third week without NXT, and they're at 889,000. So they're close to the numbers that they were at when NXT was right there. So, what do you think their excuse is going to be now?
There's not going to be an excuse. They're going to butter that shit up. They're going to serve it on a plate, put a little avocado on it, and say, "No, look what we did. We did something good."
Yeah, so
Dave Meltzer's going to eat it up.
Oh, like usual.
Dave Meltzer's going to eat it up. The AEW hardcore diehards like I row, are going to eat it up. They're going to go, well, it's still better than WWE.
Damn, that's very low.
All of this because y'all don't like Vince.
That's the crazy part. Like, all of this because they don't like. No, it's not that they don't like Vince. They don't like Vince telling them what they're supposed to like. Telling them, you know what I mean? Like, in the end, it's his TV show. It's either you like his TV show or you don't like his TV show. I don't get the whole thing where like fans get that feel that I should have a say in how this show goes. It's a weird dynamic like that wrestling fans
Okay,
have with their show.
I'll put it like this. You can't tell me, hey, look, I got something you like. All right, now it's mine. I'm gonna do what I want with it. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. Stay there with it. Like you're gonna tell me you have the Fiend, you're Bray Wyatt doing some dope shit, and then you're just gonna do shitty booking because it's yours. All
That's their
right,
show.
stay there
That's what I
with it.
mean. So if that shows like you don't like it, then you just don't like it. You know what I mean? But like people like go out their way to be like, well, I understand in a way because it was the only game in town. You know what I mean? Like, and they're like long standing now. So people are always looking for that second. That's why when Impact first came, people are about Impact. They're like, oh yes, yes, yes. And then Impact shit the bed. And then Lucha Underground, people watched it and they're like, fuck it. So now AEW is that one. They're they finally looked into Tony Khan as a billionaire. So it's like finally somebody who can look at Vince and be like, I don't need money. I can just spend whatever I want to spend, just like how you spend, however you need to spend. So people thought, okay, now
I
this man
mean,
has bank. He should be able to get with the right wrestlers, rival Vince. The
I
man went and
think
got the
both
wrestlers.
companies. I
The
think
man
both
built the
companies.
house. He bought all the walls and the windows and shit, but he forgot to buy wood. He forgot to buy something to build a foundation for it. He just got all the flashy shit that like, yo, my house gonna look nice. Oh, watch this. Watch when I get this. And then he forgot all the rest of the shit.
I look at both companies as just like it's almost like you're just kind of like you're not really into what the fans are into. It's more about you. You know what I'm saying? Like I
That's
remember
true.
like what was it 2 years ago? Remember it was like 2 years ago. It was like the whole McMahons were in the ring talking about this is about the fans, not us.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So why is it every time you have stuff going that the fans are into, you're really just pulling it away just to say I can do it?
Right.
AW, they have stuff. Upside. What'd you drop?
Just my headphones.
AEW AEW has wrestlers that that particular fan likes, but they're just spending too much time winking at the camera. It's like, you guys gonna do something with the talent you have, or are you just gonna? It's just,
But
hey, we got Vince's guys. We've got Vince's guys, and here they are. All right.
it's true. That's why I say. That's why I was like, they're building a house, but they forgot the wood. They forgot to build a foundation. They got no one in the back who knows how to write a wrestling show or like organize a wrestling show. They have no one in the back really producing the matches. Like, you're gonna do this to make this shit look. You know what I mean? Like, there's no foundation of what we want to
There's
do.
no rhyme or reason.
No, but it's also another side. Like with WWE, if you notice, WWE TV usually isn't good when it's Vince by himself. Vince needs somebody beside him doing, you know what I mean? Like when you look at what's it called? The Attitude Era, he had the right team around him at the time. And most times the ideas that came through were other people's ideas, but they weren't like mainly his. It's like you feed Vince an idea and he gives it legs. But a lot of the ideas, if you look at it, that were Vince's, was like the gobbledygook. Like Vince was like Isaac Yankem. You know what I mean? Like when
That's
Vince
Vince
came with
winking at the
ideas,
camera.
That's why it was just like, when you look at the TV today, if Vince has the last word and he has nobody beside him to be like, nah, Vince, that's a bad choice. You know what I mean? Then it's
What
like,
year did they come out? What year did they come out with Great Balls of Fire?
that was within the last like 5 years at least. At
Tell
least the
me,
last 5 years.
if you were to do a survey with 100 teenage kids, even they're 16 to 25, them or something, are any of them gonna know Great Balls of Fire?
None of them would know. Like, they'd be like, what's so great about them? What maybe you should see a
Vince
doctor.
goes
That
like,
doesn't sound good.
why would that be a theme to a pay-per-view? It's not even a good name.
No, Vince is just like,
It's not even one of those good names that don't make any sense. It's just not a good name.
if you look, Vince, you look at it, Vince is genius comes from other people. It's building off of other people's idea. Like, it's not his genius, like straight up. It's just, I don't know. So both sides, with both people who don't really have good ideas on how to book their shows. Like, Vince at least knows his like how he's gonna organize his show. He just is not good with character development, character creation. He's just not good. Like, unless he catches like an Undertaker, you get lucky with an Undertaker. But and a Hulk Hogan, you get lucky with a Hulk Hogan.
That wasn't his creation.
Wasn't it another name outside of WWE before he went to WWE? I feel like
I
the
think
whole
it
like
was just the Hulk or something. But I'm saying like that's not even like his.
I mean, they like the
That was
marketing of it, like the American Dream, doing all that, like the Hulkamania and all that stuff.
But I mean, no. That side of it, yeah. But the actual like his look and everything,
Yeah. No, he took
that's
that from
that's what's his name.
It's really gonna bug me now. It's right there in my head, and I'm looking at him. It's the worst. Like, you're looking right at him.
Yeah. Don't tell me. Don't Google it. Don't
Fuck, I'm not
Google
wasting
it.
my
It's
time. Hurting
what's
my.
his name?
Oh yes.
No, I got it. I got it. It's it's right there.
I'm giving you 3 seconds.
And he's got it is
3,
the 3 counts.
1. Ding 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 ding. And the name is the superstar
Billy Graham.
There you go. I'm like, you can see him. Like, you look at him. Like, I'm looking at him, but the name, and all I can think of is Billy. I'm like, what's Billy? Billy what? Billy what?
I'm seeing I could see his face in my head.
Yeah.
But all I could think was Playboy Buddy Rogers. No, but I could think the name kept coming up, Playboy Buddy Rogers. I mean, that's not Buddy Rogers.
I feel there was a second one as well. They were saying that he got it from. There's Billy Graham, and there was one more, but I can't remember the other name. But yeah. But moving on to WWE. So remember when Snoop Dogg went on AEW?
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
he confirmed. He said, yeah, he had he was put on timeout by WWE. So him and WWE, I guess we're going back and forth on some business, and WWE is like, no, we'll chill. So he said they chilled them up for a while, and then they started back up business again, but they're like, yeah, they had to put him on chill for that. WWE strikes again. Nobody's exempt. Nobody. I wonder how they feel about Shaq. Shaq can't even call that. Like, can I get tickets? No.
I know this is random and it's different for a casual fan, but who's the bigger star, Snoop or Shaq?
Probably Shaq. I'd say Shaq is. And that's even worldwide. Like, yeah, I think worldwide. Snoop's a big name, but
No, Snoop's worldwide.
no, that's what I mean.
Make
Snoop's
no
worldwide
mistake
too.
about
That's why I
that.
was like, I know Snoop is worldwide for sure, but Shaq is sports. Sports is so much bigger.
I know, but Snoop is rare air. He's rare air celebrity. He's what was it? Heineken he was doing the commercials for? Not Heineken.
He did every commercial, like anything and
Um
everything he's done a commercial for.
no, what's the recent one? The recent beer one that where he's on
Uh,
the beach.
it's probably Heineken, more likely, or Corona, one of those two.
It
When you're on the beach, it's
might
either
be
Corona or
Corona.
Heineken. So either or.
Um he did a what's it called recently too? Um Soda Stream.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one.
Shows with Martha Stewart. I don't know, man.
He
I
just
don't know
does
who's the biggest
anything.
star.
But it's Shaq. Like Shaq can go anywhere, do anything. Any. Like I feel Shaq is bigger than Snoop. For,
Let's know in the comments what you
who would you
think.
give a bigger reaction to? Who would you give it?
Well,
Snoop
wait. But
Dogg?
where are we talking about?
I don't know. Snoop, wherever it is, you're
What's the
walking through the
events?
mall. It's not even an event. It's just you're walking through the mall like a regular day, and then Shaq and Snoop are standing there on the corner. Which one shocks you the most? Like which one? You're like, holy shit!
Might be Snoop for
I don't
me.
know. I'm thinking about it, like, cause I'm telling you, Snoop raised me, but still, like that's Shaq. Like that's
Yo,
Shaq.
when you
Like
think about it,
you look,
they both hit the big time at the same time. Now that I
yeah.
think about it. 93, 92, 93. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, man. Like Doggy Style was like my basketball music. So while I was watching Shaq, I was listening to Snoop. So it's like I don't know which one. Like to me, like probably Shaq. Like I feel Shaq, but you never know. Snoop might look at you and be like, "Hey nephew," and you're like, "Oh, he called me nephew." You wanna roll up? What do you wanna do? Shaq, hey there, hey brother, you wanna play some ball? No man, I got some bad knees. I can't do that with you. But Snoop, I can go smoke with you. My lungs still good.
I don't even know if I could do that.
My knee, what? That's a whole other conversation. See, this is how bad wrestling is because we're about to go into a whole nother level. But yeah. So, anyways, Snoop, he has a bad
Shit. If
relationship.
we had to talk about AEW for an hour, we probably would.
Trust me, like we pretty much stopped. Like an AEW, a former AEW star, already announced his retirement. Interesting. Oh, Jason Jordan got a promotion. Very random shit.
Nice.
Then there was Monday Night Raw. Okay, we can get into Raw.
He was dope. He was dope though. He was dope.
Jason Jordan was dope.
He just had
Like
bad characters. He just had bad
back,
characters.
I don't know. I think it was like he was growing into everything around him. You know what I mean? Like he was coming out of his shell, and then got
They try to
injured.
push him kind of like Randy in a sense, like this protege.
For real, he was though. He was like that nice. Like, and it could have went either way. It could have got Jason Jordan or Chad Gable. Like, they should have really let that tag team go. Like, but Vince doesn't like tag teams. If you couldn't tell by the
Kurt
TV,
Angle. Kurt Angle.
no, that didn't bother me. That
So
was
did
funny.
it.
That
So
was funny to me. I had
yeah,
no
but
problem
it
with that
didn't.
angle.
Yeah, but that personally is funny. But for the development of him, the character,
It was because he was trying to turn heel. It was working against because everybody was turning against him too because everybody was like, "What the hell? We don't like this," and he was using it as his thing because he'd come out like really annoying about it, and people were like, "Fuck off, man!" Like he was like building like onto that. Like that whole thing was supposed to be him versus Angle at WrestleMania, but then he got injured beforehand. So he was supposed to turn against Angle. So he was supposed to go full out heel by that time, and then he would have moved forward from there. But the man got hurt.
Happens. It's not ballet, as they would say.
As the wrestlers there, yeah. That sounds like they big it up a little too much because Bad Bunny did it after like a month of training on the grand stage.
Hey, look.
Like listen, you know when Vince, or not Vince, but Jim says it, he's like, I hope Bad Bunny doesn't do good, because if he does, it makes this whole thing look easy as fuck.
Bring anybody in.
Yeah, exactly. When I saw Bad Bunny, I was like, oh, okay. So if I do a good 3-month training, why not?
I want to know, was there any truth to the Bow Wow talks, or was it just because like
Bow Wow still has to train?
How does something like that fall through?
He said he has to train first, so he put that out there that he wants to join the WWE, but he wasn't saying he was going to. He signed up with Rakishi's gym, but the last I heard from Rikishi is like the talk is there, but he hasn't shown up yet, so we'll see. So that's all. Remember, we all thought like he was gonna pop up for WrestleMania. We thought it was gonna be him, Soldier Boy, and Cardi B.
That Twitter shit took off way too fast for it to. It looked like it wasn't organic the way it took off. So you thought, okay, they're gonna do something at Mania, but when it died out, you were like, so y'all really felt like this.
But true say, I think Soldier Boy is the one who ruined it. If anybody ruined like the whole thing, it was Soldier Boy. Because he was just ODing. Like, even Bow Wow had to go, like, chill out, man. You're talking to a Randy Orton guy. Like, what are you doing? Like, leave it alone. Like, it's Randy, man. And if you want to get in that business, Randy is one of the guys you're going to want to talk to get you in there. Like, just stop it.
I figured they would at least, like, beforehand, at least mapped it out. You got some money out of it.
Yeah. But Bow Wow said he's like serious, like he wants to actually join. He doesn't realize there's no cruiserweight. Like featherweight division. Like they hardly have a cruiserweight division. Like, hold on. Who's bigger?
That division is.
Hold on. Who's bigger? Bow Wow or Leo Rush?
Who's taller?
Yeah, taller.
Who's bigger?
All right. Who's taller? Bow Wow or Leo Rush?
Probably Leo Rush.
And if Bow Wow can't move like Leo Rush, you're wasting time.
What is he gonna do? He can't high fly because you're not that skilled. You're not athletic to be skilled enough to do or be trained to do what a Leo Rush would do.
He's athletic. He's like Mike.
Hey, there's no take twos of live TV. Unless you're doing some cinematic match.
Remember when he dunked? Remember he dunked on like Mike? Who did he jump over? I want to say it's Shaq. Hey, he's athletic. He's a high flyer.
He can't high fly, so that's out. He's not big enough to throw fisticuffs with you. What is he going to do? It's not like he has a ground game.
He's got to learn something, and he's going to learn it from Rikishi. I'm not sure how many styles Rikishi has, but Rikishi can't teach him to be a big man. You know what I mean?
Here's what I'll tell you he's going to do. There's one thing they're going to have him do is a super kick.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the leg slapping. You know how they say all the other leg slaps are obvious? Wait till we see that Bow Wow leg slap. Okay. Give me a Bow Wow move.
Okay, I got it. It would be a it'd be an elevated DDT because Randy. It'd be
Okay.
the one where they pick up, turn, and drop, and it would be the bounce with me.
Okay. That one works. That one works. You made me forget the one I was just thinking of. Bounce.
I'm already booking him.
The bounce with me. Oh. Oh, I was thinking the like Mike. He goes off the top ropes. And he jumps off the top ropes into a splash, but he puts up one hand, spreads the legs like Mike. And then does the frog splash. Like Mike. See how far we can go with this.
Or he does a jump up sleeper hold called the so.
Oh. I'm so deaf. What's this guy's nicknames? Can't think of none of his nicknames. It's about Wizzle.
Mr. 106 in Park.
That sounds like a what's it called, like no, that's not another DDT. That's like a tombstone.
That would probably be like in his name.
Or that's the Rikishi move. Puts him in the corner. And he 106 and parks him.
An X-Pac.
Yeah.
An X-Pac style. What's the actual term of it?
Isn't it like rodeo, something like that? I want to say rodeo, but it's not rodeo.
Bronco Buster.
Yeah, Bronco Buster. There it is. That's the 106 and Park. Damn, we got to send this to Bow Wow. Set him up. We got you, bro. We got your moves, bro. We got your high flying move. We got your DDT. And we got your
and we got your submission.
What's the submission?
The sleeper.
Oh yeah.
The so deaf.
The so deaf. Look at that. 4 moves.
He can't even hear the ref. He's out.
What's his music that he comes out to? Is it Bounce With Me? Does he come out with the first track?
No, it's Fresh as Them Is.
All right, so what about
Because he's going to be the arrogant rapper.
Yes. Is Soulja Boy going to be his mouthpiece, or is Soulja Boy going to be his tag team partner?
I got Soulja Boy's finishing move.
What? What is it?
Got the finishing move already. You could take it from here. Off the top, splash. Except he turns midair. You
Superman, that hoe.
So it's not a frog splash. It's the Superman.
The Superman.
But he twists in the air.
Yeah, I thought you would have went for the what's it called? You would have went for the Roman Reigns Superman punch, flipped into the Superman. But yeah, that one works.
Now he's gotta fly. He's gotta fly. Because you can go up. You does it with the crowd? Has the crowd into it? Yeah. What else? What else would I do?
I'm trying to think of the tell 'em. What's the tell 'em? I feel like it's something that he can talk while he can do it while talking shit. I think that's the corner.
So nah, I would do that in his promo. So when he starts saying what he's gonna do to his opponent,
Soldier Boy, tell
every
him.
time he says something, no. Every time he says it, the crowd goes, "Tell him," and he says something else, they go, "Tell him."
That's his what? That's his
Yo,
what?
we giving all this away for free, man.
That's
Yeah.
his what? All right. So what else, Soldier Boy? Oh, Crank That. We don't even have Crank That. Like he has that. Oh, that's his what's it called? That's his submission move. And he just, it's like the Daniel Bryan yes lock, and he just cranks it back every time. He cranks it, and you talk about it. You're like, holy shit! It's the crank that. He's cranking it.
I would even say the Walls of Jericho.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Boston. Yeah, quick Boston Crab, and just keep cranking it back. Keep cranking it back. You call it the Crank That. So what does he have? 3 or 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's the Draco? Draco's the finishing move. Once you catch the Draco, it's done. Like it's the Draco. Like once you catch the Draco, it's over. Is it a power bomb? Does he get a super kick? Is the Draco a super kick? Because you have to load the Draco up first. Right?
The Draco would be a modified phenomenal forearm.
Then he can do the Roman Reigns.
Because then you can still. It's almost like it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can load it up like he's like loading up the clip like boom. The Draco, Soldier Boy. We got you. We got you 4 moves.
Yeah.
Got you 4 moves and a what chant. That's more than Bow Wow. When Bow Wow's people though, they're gonna sing with his intro song. Oh, so what's Soldier Boy's entrance song?
Turn My Swag On.
Okay. I feel like we can go through like so many rappers.
We could do this.
We
could do this.
All right. So like, well,
okay.
Matchup.
Okay.
Let's take a matchup.
Rest in peace, DMX.
DMX. Okay. DMX is a wrestler. What does he come out to?
I'm just gonna give it to you. With that intro, and then when the beat drops, he comes out and the pyro going.
The pyro and everything comes out. Now, does he run like the Ultimate Warrior?
Because it's got that slow build up.
Because this is X.
That slow build up. I give him the Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like the sparkles over him, and just as the intro's done, pyro goes, and then he can just like start just bouncing down. Or scrap all that. He comes out on the 4-wheelers. Like the Road Warriors.
No, that's that WrestleMania shit though. That's what he keeps for WrestleMania. That's when he brings like the Rough Riders team from both sides of the ramp. Like you just see the team go as he's coming down the ramp himself, and they just follow him all the way to the ring. And everybody with the Rough Riders vests on.
And you gotta have some people down the aisle holding the dogs back.
Yo, all right. So what will be like? I feel like his match will be the dog fight. Like you fighting like one of those like dog pits that they have like dog fights in, but that's his no holds bar match, a dog fight. We didn't even get to his moves yet. Yeah, all right. So
I would do. You know what? Oh, here's what I would do. JBL style lariat called Off the Leash.
Okay.
He can bounce off the ropes, come back. It's Off the Leash.
We gotta give something for Boomer. He's gotta have a Boomer.
I was gonna say Pop-up power bomb.
I knew it'd be it had to be a power bomb. It had to be a power bomb, but yeah.
Or the last ride. The last ride.
Or yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's 2. Does he have a submission? Does he have a submission hold?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
The prayer? The prayer.
Yes. Kona Crush.
Oh. Okay. All right. And then high flying move. Does he have a high flying move?
Oh, wait, hold on. The last ride wouldn't be the boomer. That would be the rough ride.
Yeah. So then Boomer has to be his move. Boomer has to be his move. So Boomer would be like I want to say I'm thinking of something like Sister Abigail in that vein, like or like the Miz's skull crushing finale.
I would say the boomer. Okay, I was gonna go aerial. I was gonna go elbow off the top, Macho Man style. Here comes
Thinking
the boom.
of X.
Here comes the boom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There. Okay. So X is good. We got X. That's 4 moves. We got his entrance.
At the top, on the top rope, he's got
Yeah. But when he gets the belt, that's how he's holding everything. Like everything's the X. Think about that. He comes out to the crowd. His what? He'd steal the NXT belt.
His belt. He would have a custom belt like Cena, and the X would spin.
You think it's a fucking game? You think I'm playing? Yo. All right. So we'll go from X. We can go to Black Rob. No, let's go Shock G first. Now, is Shock G a tag team? Is Shock G a tag team? Shock G and Humpty? Or is he more of like a Bray Wyatt character? Where Shock G is the Bray Wyatt, but Humpty is the Fiend.
The first, you know what's funny? Just before you said it, I thought it. But before I thought of that, I thought of Dude Love and Cactus Jack.
Oh. I'd say that one more, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Whereas Shock G is still like, he's still a fighter, you know what I mean? He's still a fighter, but Humpty is a fighter, but he's dancing too. Like after he does his thing, he's doing the Humpty dance. Like,
I would put it like this. Shock G is the fighter. Humpty Hump is the one that lures you into the fight. So he does all his promos. It's Humpty Hump. He's funny. He's a character. When he gets in the ring,
all you get is Shock.
And then when he's done, he talks about he laughs at you.
All you get is the Shock G. Okay. So what are the moves? I'm like, Humpty Hump has to be a move. The Humpty Hump has to be a move.
Yeah. I would say the Humpty Hump would probably be, he would do the worm, like Scotty Too Hottie, and then he would hump, and then drop the elbow.
And he does the Humpty dance and he drops the elbow. You don't make him do the worm and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
The Humpty, okay. The Humpty Hump.
I mean, in the same sense.
Yeah. Another one. Is it for Shock G? Oh, what's the do what you like? Is there a do what you like? Is there a Burger King bathroom? Oh, is there a Burger King bathroom? It's something that he just gets busy. That's like one of those, what's called, he just wailing punches and shit. Wailing punches at you.
You know You know what it would be? It would be the Burger King bathroom would be off the top rope, jump off, and sit down like Earthquake. Even though he's like skinny, he would sit on you, but it's from the top rope.
Burger King bathroom. Is there a do what you like?
I feel like do what you like is it might be no. That's what he's come down to
The ring too?
Nah, you can't. You gotta go down to the ring of the hump. Nah, you gotta go down to the ring of the Humpty Dance. You
Yeah.
kind of have to.
Yeah.
You know what? And you know what I would do? You know what I'd do? Him going to the ring would be like Fandango. Not Fan. What's the Fandango?
Yeah, Fandango.
No, not
And he was doing it.
Fandango. No, what's his name?
Adam Rose.
Adam
Rose.
Adam Rose.
Yeah. So he's gonna have a crew of people behind him doing
It'd
the
be
Humpty
like
dance.
Yeah. Parliament Funkadelic type of big characters, and he's the leader. And then when he gets down to the ring, the music stops and he's back to being shot.
So what's it called? What's the
It's almost like Phineas.
So what's the shock G? What's it called? Finishing move. The shocker.
The Shockmaster.
Oh man.
He falls through the second and third row. Or headbutts you. Yeah, he headbutts you. He goes outside and he just like falls through the second and third row and just headbutts you.
Then what's it called? Humpty has to have a headbutt too, but it has to deal with his nose. So it looks like he hits you with his nose, like he catches you right here with his face, but it looks like his nose, and you like sell it like you just got hit with like a. It's not a real. Obviously, it's not a real nose, but it's not a plastic nose. It's a metal nose, but nobody knows. So when he hits people like Lex Luger's,
he would fall back.
Metal elbow, the same shit.
The plate.
The plate. He has the plate in his nose. So when he headbutts people, people don't know and they just KO. They're like, how did he knock you out with the nose? Just the nose is strong.
I would have him sell it like Bret Hart did Goldberg. Right? So he'd hit you with the nose and you'd both fall back and then he'd pop up.
Yeah. So what's the finishing move?
It would be I would do like the Ravishing Rick Rude. I would spin though and then drop, and I'd call it the split personality.
Okay.
Because Rick Rude just kind of like walked into it and then dropped, but I would have him spin and drop, and then be like the split personality.
Okay. All right. So now let's go to Black Rob. What is Black Rob's entrance music? Is it Whoa?
What else would it be? What else would it be?
No, man. It might be some real shit like Life Story or some shit. Whoa, okay.
There's no bigger entrance from probably any other rapper,
it's
including
true,
DMX. There's no bigger song than Whoa.
Like, yeah. And imagine that on the big screen behind him. As soon as it blasts, like you see all the what's called pyro go off, and then in the back it just goes whoa, and then he starts walking through.
The pyro would go off with the woes. Boom. Whoa. I would have him rock the bad boy white and black jerseys with the white socks and the Air Force Ones, and he'd walk down the ramp with the black bats.
Okay, so what is his moves? Okay. He's got to have a what? A let's get it. Does that count?
Yeah. I think the let's get it would be. I think the let's get it would be like kind of like the one of the comeback moves. So with Cena it'd be like the punch, duck the
The
swing.
5 knuckle shuffle,
You
all
know,
that stuff. Yeah.
it'd be something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I would say I would say Baron Corbin's what is it?
Last
What's that one
days.
he does where he's no, not last days.
666. What's the
Um
6 one?
86 or something like that. Something like
Yeah, I know
that.
what you mean.
He'd have one of those and it'd be called the life story because of the
Mm.
turns.
Oh shit. Does he have a bad boy for life move? I feel this has to be if he does, it's one
The
of the
bad
cockiest moves. It's one of the cockiest moves. Like
the
so
bad boy for life. Um
I feel like that's like even like a taunt, like in a way, like you just walk up to a man and like backhand him. It's just like a bad boy for life. Like it's something very disrespectful. Like you
yeah.
start beating them up, and then just in the middle, you just stop and you're like, "Bomb!"
I would say he would be wearing a do-rag and he'd take the do-rag off and slap you with it.
Mm. And he screams, "Bad boy for life!" And then he tries to keep going on, and that's
It'd
either
be like it'd be like Rock taking off the elbow pad.
yeah, and then that's the point where they're gonna turn it on him, or he goes into his next moves. All right, and his finishing move has to be the Black Rob report.
And what would that be?
I don't know. It has to be something that sends, like it sends a message. The Black Rob report, like it's almost like now you say Baron Corbin, so you got me thinking of Last Day, but not like not you know what I mean? Like one of those like not a side slam, but something that you gotta like kind of move
I
with
would,
it.
you know what I would do? I would do a gut wrench up and twist into RKO.
Mm. Oh, what's his submission? We didn't even say submission.
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 Oh, okay. I got it. It would be the crippler crossface, and it'd be called the Spanish Harlem.
Mm. Yeah. I feel like well, or something that's like just because you say Spanish Harlem, it'd have to give like an Eddie Guerrero vibe in it. There has to be something Eddie Guerrero
Yo,
to it.
this is officially the new segment, and it's gonna be called Created Player.
Create a wrestler.
Created
Same thing.
Player,
1 of
like in the video
21.
games, Mickey.
But holy shit, eh? We said okay. Fucking regular wrestling. We're gonna take our favorite rappers and we're gonna turn them into wrestlers themselves. See how they would actually
Yep.
fare up in this shit.
And there's so much history in both.
It is. It's okay.
See, now we don't even have to talk about AEW anymore.
I'm gonna say next week. I don't know. We gotta think about this. Who's gonna be our matchups? Or no, not even matchups. We're not even going matchups. We're just gonna say
we're gonna book matches. We're gonna book matches. We're gonna go through a bunch of them, right? We're gonna go through a bunch of them.
And then we're
gonna book matches. And we're gonna come
like,
up with pay-per-views and everything.
Think about it, even everything. There's gotta be a tag team division. First ones I think is Kid and Play.
I was gonna say Run DMC.
What? Jam Master J on the outside?
They're like the Legion of Doom.
Jam Master J on the outside? Yo, V, picture that walking up in what's it called? Adidas tracksuits. Bro. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, get a off the one whips the opponent into the other with a big boot. Call it the walk this way. Yeah.
Well, obviously they call it the Kings of Rock. Kings of Rock? Yeah. So what move is that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like
Kings of Rock. Oh, I know what that is. That's that's a double off the top rope headbutt.
Okay. Okay. What else?
See, if wrestling wasn't so whack these days, we wouldn't even be doing this. So.
I know. The Raise in Hell. Oh no, the tougher than leather. The tougher than leather.
Oh, that's tougher than leather. Oh, that'd be like yeah, that'd be Legion of Doom. Off the top rope. Off the shoulders.
They could have a lot of moves. I'm just looking at like different names just to see. Man, they have sucker MCs.
Beats to the rhyme.
Like, come on, like. Oh wow, yeah. Hold on.
Down with the Kings. No, that's Down with the Kings. The Legion of Doom off the top rope.
Yeah.
Everybody falls to that. That's Down with the Kings.
Let's see what else. That's their what's it called? Their ending. That's their like finishing move. Not like a big move, but they can have a tricky move where it's almost like they fake being twins because they're still dressed the same. You know what I mean? So they do some tricky shit where they're not sure which is which.
That's the Killer Bees. One rolls out the ring. Oh, you didn't know the Killer Bees back in the days?
No. Yeah.
One would fall out the ring. Ref's not looking. Other one goes in, pretends he's hurt, rolls him up.
Right there. It's tricky. Picture Michael Cole screaming, "Oh my God, it's tricky!" Yeah. Okay. So next week, this is what we'll do. We'll pick a singles, a tag team, a men's single, a tag team, and a women's single.
All right.
Or maybe two of each.
Put it in the group chat because
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it in the group chat and we'll
two of each. Create a player, create a wrestler. We'll figure which one. But yeah. We'll get into that. But we spent most of this talking about that because regular wrestling is not that.
Sucks.
SAWFT.
I will say that I watched a little bit of NXT and it was all right. Yo, who's that with the bum though? I'm trying to remember.
On NXT, Tony Storm.
NXT, yes. Oh my, she was wrestling.
It's funny you look around first. And while you're on live, you look around, bro. You're on live, man. No matter looking over.
Yo, but she was on She was in the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. But yeah,
Is he
because
there
me
for
and
2 years?
you said me and Slim were like, yo.
Yeah. At the same time, I wasn't even watching it. I'm like, yo, what are you guys going off
Yo.
about?
Oh, what is?
Tony Storm got a bomb. So. Yo,
Cheers.
I'm gonna tell you a joke.
Okay. But yeah.
You were there.
All right. So yeah, next week.
I was thinking it was David.
Oh. All right. But anyways, next week we'll do our new creative wrestler Ting, and then also
Shout out to
hold on.
Slim. He couldn't make it today.
Yeah, Slim. He was scared. Oh, I totally forget how we were gonna tell who won. How were we gonna tell who was the winner? Do you remember? It had to do with somebody's match. No, it had to do with somebody. What's it called? Changing their name.
Oh, changing names. Monday. Oh, it was
T-Bar.
Monday.
He said yes. He said yes they would, and I said no they wouldn't. I said yeah. He said yes by Monday, by this week they would have new names, and I said no, and I let him pick which one. They didn't. He is wearing a kilt. He is wearing. People, tune in very soon because Mr. Steven S will be wearing a kilt soon. And he will be doing the full Drew McIntyre opening. I mean, we're going to get him a sword. And with the kilt, he can wear sneakers if you like, but he probably should wear some black boots. Up to him. Oh, Drew McIntyre tee too. We got to figure that out too. We got a Drew McIntyre tee. And yes.
Are they on sale right now? Tees?
Boom. Even better.
I could have sworn I just saw a sale.
Every time they get close to anything, like this is this is like WrestleMania week or after WrestleMania, so they're trying to get rid of everything now. But yeah. Oh, and I will be singing the Shawn Michaels theme song, which I feel like I've been prepared for because I was singing it earlier today while I was walking up the streets. I mean the stairs.
Wait, wasn't it the song?
You know I'm sexy. No, that's the problem. Slim wanted to dance. But you see, okay, so first time he was talking about it, he was dancing. And I was like, okay, if you say you'll dance, I'll do the Drew McIntyre. He said no. I said, all right. So then later, when we're talking about it, he's like, I don't care. I'll do Shawn Michaels and I'll dance too. That's if you get that.
Okay.
Well, I'm not dancing. All I gotta do is sing it. I'll give you a neck thing. They think I'm cute. They know I'm sexy. Look, I'll give you that. So Slim was going on. Slim was like ready to dance.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I will be singing Shawn Michaels, and he will be Drew McIntyre. Singing Shawn Michaels' same song, and he will be dressed up as Drew McIntyre. And thank us, people. He will wear a t-shirt. Thank us.
Now he cruiserweight.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Wait till he comes back
Steven
next
S is
week.
a cruiserweight.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh well, we're still gonna bust his chops tomorrow though.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, yeah. Make sure you do tune in tomorrow. We were talking about there's no Marvel anything on this week. I don't think they added anything, did they?
Behind the scenes, to kept Falcon.
Oh, they did that. They dropped that too.
Kind of like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like WandaVision.
No, tomorrow they're dropping it. So, yeah.
Just like when they did WandaVision, the same.
I'm gonna watch that.
Okay.
But this look.
Did you watch Invincible yet?
Invincible
yet? Hold on. Before you even get into all the foolishness, do you even watch Invincible yet?
I'm gonna watch it.
Go watch Invincible, man. Go watch Invincible. You have to understand who Battle Beast is.
I'm gonna watch Invincible.
You have to understand who Omni-Man is.
I'm gonna watch it.
Like, you have to understand who Robot is.
I'm gonna watch it.
And Monster Girl. And Rex Explode is hilarious. Like he's just a next level and like not multicate. What's her name? Duplicate. Her brother is
Okay.
multiple. Her brother is multiple, but he's not on the show yet. But yeah.
Multiple.
No, when it comes to the names, they don't give two shits. Like it's like all jokes. Like all the names are jokes. But
What was the
but
one Russo pit? Um, what was the name? I can't remember.
I don't
I'll try
remember.
to remember before we close out.
Okay. But yeah. All right. But yeah, go watch that so we have something that we can really talk about tomorrow, sir. At least watch a few episodes and then I can just spoil the rest
Black
for you.
Widow.
Is the trailer, new
Black
trailer
Widow.
come out again? Or that's coming out
New
soon,
trailer.
but
They did a little like behind the scenes type of
no,
thing where she talks about her arc throughout the
The
movies,
whole universe,
and
MCU.
then there's a little YouTube vignette. Nothing deep, but yeah, it just to remind you, and it's like present day Scarlett Johansson, so it's like, oh, okay, they're ready, they're geared up.
Yeah, they're starting.
So
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. We'll talk about all the superhero shit that we can find. And make sure you follow us Instagram, Casual Fan Podcasts. Find me at CheZZa. Mr. Man at Saint You.
At Saint You.
And Slim at Mr. Steven _S.
Mr.
Where
Steven _S.
you should see him very soon, dressed up as Drew McIntyre. Can't make
if he
this up.
starts like if he starts doing like those Scottish jigs and stuff, you understand why.
Yeah. If you don't see him on this show for the next couple of weeks, you understand why. He's hiding. He's hiding.
If he says something about eating haggis, you know why.
Yeah. If he's drinking Conor McGregor's, what is it? Whiskey? If he's drinking any whiskey, you know why.
If he says he's going to the pub this summer, you know why.
If he all of a sudden becomes a fan of bagpipes, you know why.
If he said that he teared up over Braveheart the other day, you know why.
He says his favorite wrestler is Sheamus and Hogglesworth. You know why. Hogglesworth is Irish. Hornswoggle, I mean. Hornswoggle. Hogglesworth. What the hell is Hogglesworth?
I was like...
Hogglesworth. Oh, man. What a name.
Yeah.
I prefer that than Hornswoggle, actually. Hogglesworth? Hornswoggle. Think about that. Hogglesworth makes him sound at least like he's a hobbit. Hornswoggle sounds weird.
Hogglesworth sounds like the name he picked when he went to Impact.
Oh, shit. Everyone, please call me Hogglesworth. Man, Hogglesworth sounds like he should be on Game of Thrones. Him and Tyrion. Yes. Coming into the throne room is Tyrion and Hogglesworth.
Hogglesworth sounds like an Irish board game.
It's like Monopoly. Okay. All right. Enough making fun of people. I think this podcast, people should just note it because it's about to change. Shit is about to change.
Oh, yeah. We have changed the game, and Slim wasn't even here for it.
Who wasn't here? Think about that. We have like segments.
He's gonna tune in next.
I didn't even do my segment. I didn't even do my why. Why is this happening segment? I'll do it next week because more than likely they'll do it. They'll do it again
the whole time.
Exactly, and they're gonna do it again. They're gonna do it all again. So we'll get into that segment. Then we'll get into our creative wrestler segment, and then we might have to get into a whole snapping segment. I'm trying to start dissing shit.
Yeah.
Like Kenny Two Belts. Oh man. Yo, what's worth
Kenny
more?
Two Bells sounds like
Hold
a
on.
terrible porno name.
Oh, Kenny Two Belts. Oh man. So what's worth more? Or what would you prefer? Having an AEW belt, Impact belt, or one of those Jamaican like belts that like hang off the side, you know? You know that all Jamaicans have? The one that's like flimsy. You know it's that one. You know it's that one too.
Yo,
You know that's your favorite belt.
those belts are like people who do the least and make the most money.
Dude, bro, like man.
Because they do
Those belts,
absolutely nothing.
they do. What do you do about these belts, man? Like this man held up those two belts. It looked like those little kids. You know when you see a little kid going fishing, he has like that little fish, two little fish. That's Kenny Omega holding up two belts. I got AEW and Impact. Nice catch there,
I'll
little
tell you
Kenny.
what though. I'll tell you what though. If Kenny Omega was like a character in a graphic novel, I'd buy it.
Which graphic novel?
No, I mean like if he was like, if you thought of him like an like this superficial, glamorous 80s neon colors everywhere. He's like some rogue detective or something, or some off the beat cop or something like that. I could see that. Some Miami Vice type shit.
But you can't see him as a wrestler.
Like an actual graphic novel. I don't mean him as a wrestler.
Yeah, I mean
just
that's what I mean. You
character.
he was doing all the other character shit, but except the character of a wrestler. Every character but a wrestler. Kenny, the world is yours, except wrestling. That wrestling world is not. That wrestling world is not yours. Please stay away from that world. Act like it's the sun.
He's
Act like
made
it's...
so much money. He's made so much money in the world, though.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you tell him?
These people are giving him their money. That's the best thing about wrestling fans. They're very loyal and they spend a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Vince lived off that. He still does. But yeah, thanks for joining us, wrestling fans everywhere. You guys are all
This motherfucker's morphing
just zombies.
right before your eyes.
We're gonna kill this. Everything's changing. It's all changing. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.